Hello everyone, welcome to EduCanteen. And this session today we will discuss about Indian Statistical Service. We will discuss about the exam preparation for ISS. And for that discussion today we have with us Sutapa Ghosh. Sutapa the cleared ISS on 2020 and her rank was 10. And we have Arka Mondal. Arka cleared ISS last year in 2021 and his rank was 2. So without any more introduction, we will start to the discussion part. So let's start with the discussion. So first of all, welcome to both of you. Welcome to for joining with us for this discussion. And let's start with the discussion session. So I will go to Sutapadi. Like I will start from that as we are discussing with ISS Indian Statistical Service. So Sutapadi, I want to know from you about that Indian Statistical Service. Which kind of job you guys do and what is the job role? What is the post mean?
First of all, Indian Statistical Service is one of the group-based government gives opportunity to work in various ministries. Like there are almost around 80 ministries, and in those ministries, we usually work for the statistics. And like for and in CSO or in NSSO, we have dedicated statistics department like the social statistics division, then the price statistics division, and also the SDRB, which uh, the SDRB often works like we usually conduct national conduct surveys on a particular topic, and those schedules questionnaires are being designed by SDRB, whereas the data that has been obtained, we analyze those data um, in the DQAD divisions. So here mostly it's about all the statistics work that are done in the government of India, and we also publishes reports like like we release CPI, the W plans in the market, predict the GDP growth, these things.
Okay. Got a little fair idea about that. And Orko, anything to add on this?
Yeah, I would like to add one only thing that Shrutabadi has already covered all the technical part of statistical role government, but there is some other administrative role also. So in our I
Okay.
case uh, in this job in this service ISS, there are two part of roles. One is administrative, one is technical, and the compiling data and all those things. These are come under technical part. And in
Okay.
administrative part, there are also many more opportunities, like in administrative division, in many departments. So there are
Okay.
two.
Okay. So we get a fair idea about what is ISS and which kind of job we do in ISS service servant do. So let's like from there here. I would like to ask Orko that can you give us a brief idea about that ISS exam? Like what are the paper, how many paper we have to give exam and we have to give, and what is the eligibility criteria and which month of the year the notification comes out, and what is the average number of vacancies is there? Give us a brief idea on this.
Uh, so coming to the paper, there are total number of 6 papers. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
one paper is about general studies, one is about English, and
Mm-hmm.
two papers are covered in MCQ part, and two papers are covered descriptive part.
Okay.
These are all the structure of ISS paper.
Hmm.
And uh, talking about the notification, usually it comes in the month around April. It is
Okay.
the general thing.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about the vacancy, there is very much up down. It is like a roller coaster thing. Like in 2020, there were 49 seats,
Hmm.
and in 2021 there were only 11 vacancies. So it will be very hard to guess. But on average, 30. On average, 30.
Okay. And what is the eligibility criteria?
Yeah, eligibility criteria is one, I guess, at least one subject in any graduation or post graduation that has to be statistics.
Okay.
At least one subject.
Okay.
Like in 2020 batch, there are some students are coming from BTech background, but they have
Hmm.
their statistics in their UG level. Uh, at least one paper in statistics will be enough.
Okay, fine, fine. And only an MSc, BSc is enough. No need of MSc, right?
Yes.
Oh, oh. So from Orco we get a fair we get an idea about all the paper eligibility criteria and all these things. Now we will go paper by paper. We will discuss all about the papers like different subject. So let's go. I am going to go to Sutapadi. So Sutapadi, can you tell a little bit about that English paper, like general English? What are the topic they covers, and for that which subject or which website or anything is there you followed?
In English paper, we were usually asked 4 questions. Like for, the first is of essay, which is of 30 marks. Second, we have to write a précis, which is also of 30 marks. Then part 3, we are supposed to write a paragraph, no, which is of 10 marks, and the rest 30 marks is of grammar portion. Like in the grammar portions, the 10 questions are there, and in those questions we have to correct those correct the sentences given. Like usually we have a tense, any error means error corrections. Uh,
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
for and rest 20 marks of the grammar portion, we were supposed to make sentences based on the given given proverbs. Like we were usually asked any phrase or any uh, phrasal verbs, any words, and we have to make sentences with that. And for the paragraph writing, we have to write paragraphs on popular proverb, and it's of
Okay.
10 marks. And for
Okay.
the essay portion, there are usually they usually ask the essay on based on current affairs topic, like any woman related issues, then environmental issues, and the and the rest is the précis writing, for which we were given a comprehension, and we have to write a précis on the basis of it, and it's of 30 marks.
Okay, okay. So the exam pattern we got that, and here for that preparation of that exam, that for English paper, did you follow any website or to stay updated on the current affairs, or did you follow or did you given any mock test on that?
For no, for English, for specifically English, I've not given him any mock test, but for current affairs as well as for the GK portion, I have consulted the book of Tarun Goyal, and as well as I followed Insights,
Inside. Okay, okay,
Insights website. Mm.
okay. Fine, fine.
And for the grammar portion, you can usually refer to
Mm-hmm.
any class 10 books.
Class 10. Okay. And we have to continue like
Mm.
for grammar portion, we have to practice a lot for before that exam also. Those who are in not that much strong in
Yes,
English.
yes, yes.
Yep. Okay, fine.
Mhm.
Then
And
I
you
will. Sorry.
can also go through the previous year's questions. That's in pattern.
Okay, okay.
You have to
Mm-hmm.
go through the previous year questions.
Okay, okay. Okay, then in GS paper, as far as I know that there are five section, and in each section I have to answer five question or like this. Then there are different types of topic. So also can you put some light on GS paper, how to prepare for GS paper, and what are the section in GS, which type of question they covered?
So basically, there are 20 questions in GS paper.
Hmm.
Four, five questions, I guess, coming from history, five from environment and geography, five from economy and current affairs, and five from politics. This is
Okay.
the structure. And talking about the history part, usually there was a pattern in last 5 years, but in our year, it was broken. That is the pattern I'm talking about. That three questions were usually coming from the modern history. One is from medieval and one is from ancient. But in our year, the pattern was not followed. So I can't say about this. And talking about the environment and geography, if one follow the environment current affairs, like in 2020, there was a question about Amazon, Australian rainfall as a
Mhm.
group,
Forest fire.
like forest fire.
Forest
Sorry.
fire.
Yes, yes, yes. Anything about environmental current affairs, I think it will be followed. And talking about the economy and current affairs, it also can be covered if one follow the current affairs part. Usually, I have followed three magazines like Vision IAS, Drishti IAS, and another is Indian Parliament.
Okay.
If one follows any type of current affairs magazine that is usually published in monthly basis, I think it will be covered. And for polity part, there was M. Laxmikant book. I think it is really good, and there are some chapters which should be focused more than others, I guess, like Parliament, uh, President. There are a few very chapters
Mhm.
which should be focused more.
Okay, okay. And for that one, like I saw that many of my friends were preparing for ISS, and who for that English, for that history, geography, but they mainly go through the NCERT book of class 9, 10. And did you guys follow that thing,
Mhm. Yes,
For my
NCERT
case,
works are very,
you continue.
Sutabadi? Hmm.
NCERT books are very important. Yes, you can follow NCERT class 9 and 10 books.
Okay, okay, that will help
Those
also.
will be your immense help.
Okay, and we
But
also
for
stay
my case,
updated
I
with the.
haven't followed.
Okay, okay, for your case, like, and we also we have to
I have
update it
followed.
with the. Sorry, continue.
For my case, I have actually followed a spectrum for modern history
Okay,
and ancient and for medieval. There is a book called Poonam Dalal, written by
okay,
Mhm.
Poonam Dalal. According to me, that book was really good.
okay, okay, fine, fine. Okay, then and one thing I would like to ask that for like in that paper, like we have to answer one but one question. There's marks of 5 marks, and we have to write that thing. So when we are writing that answer, how to practice them, and what is the point we have to keep in mind to write that question? Sutapati, from you.
We can answer bullet wise. It will be of great help because examiner also focuses what important points you are writing. And if you are writing in a way in a very descriptive manner, you won't get enough time to finish all the questions. And
Okay.
we have to get a minimum marks unless all the other
Hmm.
copies unless the other papers won't be checked. So we also have to get a minimum cutoff for the GS paper. So I personally prefer to write point wise.
Okay. Okay.
The geography, the environment part, not the history portion, but
Hmm.
the rest of the sections.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So we covered English and GS, but now we will move to paper one, that paper one MCQ part of statistics. So Orko, can you say about that? What is the syllabus for paper one, and what is the question? How the question comes, and there is a negative market. So what should be my approach to when I am answering the questions? So give a little idea on that paper one.
So in paper one, we usually have three sections. The first one is of probability, its distribution. The second is of numerical analysis, and the third is computer.
Okay.
For computer, I have read fundamental of computer. For numerical analysis, there is a book written by H. Saxena. I have followed that. And for probability and its distribution part, I have followed Gupta Kapoor, fundamental of mathematical statistics. And for solving questions or practicing questions, uh, uh, we can solve the previously question asked of JAM and various other competitive exams. Like there are various entrance exam of BHU, DU, as well as other Hyderabad University. So we can also practice those. And I have personally practiced set question papers of various universities like Pune, Maharashtra set, and West Bengal set
Okay. Okay. And that
for
also helps. Yeah.
practicing.
So
Hmm.
for paper one, and also I think also for paper two also, main thing is we have to practice a lot, and practice is the main
Yes,
key of
yes.
for these two paper.
Yes.
and for paper 2 also you can, and one thing I want to say the students that who are seeing this video, you guys can see the detailed syllabus in the notification. It's already in out, and the last date of notification filling is 26th of this month. So the also, can you say about that, what are, like in paper 2, how to approach, like, what are the syllabus and all the thing, can you say on that?
Yes, in paper two, uh, I think that there is a part which creates a trouble for most of the students is the official statistics part.
Okay.
So, sorry. Okay. So there are 20 questions from
Mm-hmm.
official statistics part, if I'm not wrong. So for official statistics part, one has to follow mostly websites daily, and one has to practice, and one has to memorize. Because
Okay.
for me, I guess it is a very scoring part. If one practices these official statistics daily, at least for 5 to 10 minutes every day,
Okay.
I
Okay.
think it will be very scoring. And talking about the other parts, you can go through the syllabus, and the only thing that I would suggest that is the practice is the main thing, because the time is very limited, and uh, one will find it very difficult to cover all the questions in the limited, I guess, 2 hours. In 2 hours, it will
Mm-hmm.
be very difficult to cover. So practice is the only thing. Today's syllabus is known to everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and
As
talking
mm-hmm.
about the
Sorry, continue.
talking about the okay, and talking about the book, as Sutapa said, Gupta Cup, it is a really very nice book, and there is also another book, B.L. Agarwal, book
Okay.
written by B.L. Agarwal, that is also good for MCQ practice. But the basic thing, I guess, it will be covered by from Gupta Cup.
Okay. Okay. So in a nutshell, that thing from I heard from both of you, like in a summary, if I say that first I have to see the previous year question where I will get the pattern of the questions MCQ, and for MCQ part, then I have to practice a lot, and from everywhere, from like you said Gupta Kapoor, BS Agarwal, and Sutabadi said like different questions, different exam like jam said all this, so I have to practice a lot and using and seeing that all the previous year questions. That is the main thing.
And the only thing I would like to add that I have
Mm-hmm.
forgotten, that is one has to compile some notes for the MCQ
Okay.
part,
Okay.
because uh, there is a lot of stuff in the fundamental of statistics in Gupta
Mm-hmm.
Kapoor book. So one has to summarize every chapter, and the main important topics should be written in some other copies to memorize, to practice, and also
Right.
it will be very
Right.
helpful before the exam day. So I think the MCQ copy, it is very
Yeah.
required.
Yeah. It's a very important thing. Like, okay. Okay, we get an idea about paper 1 and 2, and now we will go to paper 3. And in paper 3 and paper 4 are basically descriptive part. So paper 3, as I know that there are, yeah, 4 to 5 subject, and within should I that part, my first question will be like how to prepare, what is the syllabus, and second question is like in that there are 5 chapters, and out in 5 topics, should I practice all the topic, or I can avoid one topic and go for remaining 4? What is your suggestion, Sutopati?
Personally, if you ask me, I have left the advanced science series portion,
Mm-hmm.
and I think um, three topics should be done should be done in details, like econometrics, the sample survey, and the index number and demand analysis part. I have
Okay.
personally skipped advanced time series portion, so but I won't advise to skip,
Mm-hmm.
but it won't be possible for a candidate to recall all thing and also to write all the questions.
Okay. Okay. Orko, anything to add on this?
For my case, I wouldn't advise anything to skip, because uh, if I'm being practical, the competition is getting really tougher and tougher day by day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are confident enough that you will
Yes.
secure enough mark, sorry,
Sorry, continue. Mm-hmm.
okay, yes. So if you are confident enough to secure enough marks from all the other chapters,
Mhm.
then you can take the risk. Why I wouldn't suggest, because the competition is getting higher, and the paper three, I think it is the only paper the marks vary very much from candidate to candidate. So if
Okay.
one gets 70 and one gets 100, so the 30 marks, it will be very difficult to cover from other papers. And in 2020 also, there are some very pattern break, I would say, that usually the uh, normal time series,
Mhm.
that is in fundamental Gupta Kapoor. The normal time series, I mean the simple time series. Uh,
Okay. Mhm.
it is not coming in the exam in the last few years. The advanced time series is also coming because the question is not usually getting repeated. So the number of questions and the questions that are supposed to become has already been covered. So the I guess it is the time to read the advanced things and the other things, because the that part has not been covered in ISS yet. So I guess there is a possibility.
Okay, okay. And in year on year basis, the questions like in sample survey, the questions are changing and they are adding new topic and they are giving the
Yes.
question on that also. So we have to stay updated what are the syllabus they are adding or not and all these things. Okay.